Good evening. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, St. Charles Parish Housing Authority. Date is Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. The time is 6 p.m. I now call the meeting to order. We all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you all for coming this evening. At this time, I just want to welcome our newest board member, Ms. Marilyn Jackson, to the board, and thank you for being here this evening. We'll get started with that. We do have a quorum this evening, myself, Mr. Woods, and Ms. Jackson being present. So at this time, we'll review the minutes of the September 29th, 2020 meeting. Is there any board discussion?
Nope.
All right. Seeing no discussion, do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the minutes as presented.
All right, and do I have a second?
I second the motion.
All right, we have a motion made and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. The minutes are adopted. And now the financial report, review of low rent and HCVP financials. Any discussion on that?
I would just want to make a quick comment. I see that, and it's a good thing that our checking accounts are current up to, say, the end of November. And I see that we did get October from Housing Solutions Alliance. I guess my question was going to be, do we just normally run the actual accounting? It's usually, I was thinking 2 months behind the actual months we're doing. Is that's what we've been doing?
I believe it's normally 1 month behind. I think with the holidays and COVID and everything else, we're a little bit further behind.
Okay, that's all I just noted, but I see we did get October. I was just wondering if we're going to be, but
Yes, and also because our fiscal year ends in September, they have to do additional end-of-year work for the calendar year and our fiscal year. So that's why it might be the last months of the year.
okay.
Run like
And I
that.
just asked the question because as I was reviewing the packet,
And just so we know, we do have another person on our team as our fee accountant lead at HSA.
okay, all right, good. And that answer that I just didn't want us to get too far behind with the housing solution. So, other than that, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, a motion to just accept them.
Okay, we have a motion to accept the financials into the record.
Second motion.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. So at this time, we'll look at the VMS report.
I'm just moving over just to
No, absolutely.
assist her a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be this yellow page. And then it's gonna be, flip to the right here. You'll get it. Okay, we found it now.
All right, y'all good? All right, so looking at the voucher management report, is there any board discussion, questions, or comments?
I do have a question reference.
Make sure that you turn that mic on.
Yeah, I do have a question reference, I guess the conversation we had on that conference call. Are we getting credit now for units that are in modernization? Because I think there was some question on that when
Yeah, there was.
when we talked in that conference.
Yes, we received the approval letter today from HUD, and all our vacant units now are listed under mod.
On them, okay, all right. And what's that number that we have in modernization?
I want to say, one moment.
And it's just, if you don't have
Yeah,
it.
because the last report will have to be updated.
Okay.
So all of we have 55 units vacant, so all 55 are listed under mod.
And I'm gonna ask this question. Now, they're in modernization for the credit, but we know we're going to this voluntary conversion. So
Correct.
we're actually, I'm gonna say, not doing major renovations in them right now?
Right, correct. That is correct.
Okay, that's how we understand it. All right, okay.
As we're with the conversion, they're gonna be completely rehabbed. so-
Completely remodeled, but for accounting purposes,
Right,
that's
we
where
had
they
to-
are right now.
That
Okay,
is correct.
all right. Thank you.
All right. Any other discussion regarding the VMS report? All right, seeing none, I'm going to move on to the administrative reports. So Ms. Hollis can't be with us this evening, so I'm just going to do a brief kind of year-end summary of all of our accomplishments as an agency. Look, we are in a far better place than we were just a year ago, and if we look back even to 2 years, I mean,
find
we
it
have
myself
gone
now.
a long way. So congratulations to everybody. Just wanted to point out a few things. Our MENAR is up to a 6 from .032. So that is a vast, huge improvement. UNP is now in the positive. We were negative 189. Is that correct? So we are now 69,000 plus
And these
in the positive on that. And so, look, we have come a long way. Congratulations to the staff. Congratulations to the board and our executive director. Just thank you all for all of your hard work. It really did take a team effort. And so congratulations. And we look forward to 2021. Hopefully, seeing all of our scores improve even greater and seeing this transition into the voluntary conversion and everything else that we've been working so hard for coming into the new year. Thank you and congratulations to everyone.
And if I could add a little something to that, Will?
Sure, absolutely.
Again, I want to really publicly welcome Miss Marilyn to the board. I mean, at least a familiar face. We definitely kind of know each other, so that's good on that. And I wanted to also say, you know, this commission said we were going to hang in and stick it out, and we were going to be committed to what we're doing, and we welcome you here. I wanted to thank the parish president and the council, and particularly Ms. Belloc, for returning back to this board. I really appreciate the expertise and the particular consistency that's going to give us. She's been here with us for a year, and it's not like starting fresh every year with somebody new. So if we can keep that consistency going on, I think that's going to be helpful. We are in a much better position right now, and I would say to Ms. Jackson, any questions? Ms. Hollis is there, call her. And Webb or myself and even Mr. Bailey, any questions, we'll be happy to get you up to speed. We're really glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And that's it.
All right, and before we move to the low rent and HCV program, I did want to say that, you know, several of the commissioners, as well as Ms. Hollis, was on a conference call with HUD. I guess it was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
And there were a couple concerns that were brought up in that, I don't even know if concerns are the right word, but a couple items that were brought up that they asked us to address. One of them being the documenting of our executive director's work time and leave and all of that, what that encompasses. So I just wanted to kind of update everybody on that. we're getting opinions from Mike Estes and auditor, as well as others, to formulate the right legal way to handle that and make sure that everything is above board, transparent, and documented, as well as a couple other things that did come up in that meeting. So hopefully, by the next meeting, and certainly by the one following, because we do have another board meeting, I believe it's next Monday? Is that? Next Wednesday. Okay, next Wednesday. And then also public hearings. So whether that is 100% resolved, those issues, by that meeting or not, we will have answers certainly by the following month to finalize all that and make sure that we're compliant in all those areas. So look forward to getting that done and starting the new year off right. With that being said, Ms. Hayes, if you'd like to give us your report on low rent and the housing choice voucher program. It probably would have been easier to actually use the acronym. But go ahead.
Okay, no problem. As I said before, all 55 of our vacant units in low rent are currently listed under NOD.
It's gonna be the
That means
December.
currently we have 74 units that are leased. For the month of, well, for this month, we hadn't had any move-ins or move-outs. And we collected $19,354.25 in rent. During this time, we haven't had any. Oh, thank you. During this time, we haven't had any major developments in our low rent program. We're not leasing up at this time just due to those major renovations that are needed to our units. We do advocate for people to continue to apply for the low rent program. If they have any questions or whatnot, they can contact us either via our website or by phone. I've been getting a number of emails regarding those people who are interested in applying. So, and I'll move on to our Section 8 program. At this time, we have currently 3 port-outs that are searching in different parishes. We have 2 port-ins to our parish. Let me see, let's get to the nitty-gritty. We haven't had any new lease-ups except for 1 port-in from St. John.
And these are searching.
And we had 1 person who voluntarily removed themselves from the program.
People coming from other parishes.
So as of the end of this month, we had $189,000 and $144.75 for HAP payments. Let me see. For our outgoing HAP payments to St. John Parish, we usually get this in one lump sum. But okay, we have $1,381.50 to St. John, $341.25 to Charlotte.
That's
and we-
actually in North Carolina?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that means we probably have at least one person who's ported in from Charlotte.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And what is it? For incoming portabilities, we received $3,201.23. And that's from Jefferson Parish and Kenner.
All right. Any questions regarding Ms. Hayes' report?
And we provided you several months of reporting since the last board meeting that we had. We just wanted you to have the numbers for each month.
And I appreciate y'all doing that because I tend to, I guess, follow the numbers from month to month and make sure balances and stuff, ending and beginnings and stuff like that. So I appreciate you
Okay.
putting that in there.
That's no problem at all. Ms. Jackson, did you have any questions?
Not right now, I'm just absorbing.
Okay. I'll leave it up to Charles now.
There isn't too much going on in maintenance. First of the year, we'll be scheduling the not smoke detector, but the fire extinguisher inspections. The first of the year, every year, you have to get your fire extinguishers. You know, some may be outdated, or are past their time, but they only have a certain life span, even though they've never been used, whatever. They're, according to the fire safety, they have, you know, a shelf life, whether you use them or not. They still have to be
Yes, sir.
replaced. Well, fireman right there, so you know.
Yes,
You know, I'm not making this up.
yeah.
So, you know, we're gonna have that done. And as far as maintenance-wise, we only had one problem with the plumbing, and that was in Harmville over the Thanksgiving holidays. We gotten that taken care of, but it seemed like the water table or something is dropping in Harmville because a couple of units back there on the backside, and they're units by themselves, you know, with no other person on the other side. And they winding up with the same problem, you know, with the water stopping up, and the plumbing people are suggesting maybe the water table is dropping or something and making your pipes sink under your units, which causing a belly. It's not, you know, actually what your tenants are doing. It's the ground that's giving away, and the pipes need to be supported.
Okay. And that has all been, I mean.
Yes,
at
that has
least-
been resolved. Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good deal. Any questions for Mr.?
Yeah, I know from, I think, some minutes, I read maybe last month or something, but I'm on, the quality inspections and stuff that are due, that's on schedule or
For which department, Section 8 or Public Housing?
for, public housing? I guess both of them, actually.
Yes, as far as Section 8, yes, sir. I do those inspections, and right now, I think I'll be working on December, starting next month.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And with public housing, we are at this time scheduling inspections because at one time we'd stop for COVID.
That's
But
what
we're
I
going, yeah,
wanted to
we're
get
trying to
at.
be cautious and go into, and let them know at least a week ahead of time, the date that we're going, and the time that we're going to their units, because it's been some concern.
Okay, and Mr. Charles, I'm correct, you do have those certifications to do those, or whatever is required?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
have those certifications to do those
sir.
inspections and stuff, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. At this time, we actually have two resolutions for adoption this evening. Resolution number 01-12-29-20. Resolution adopting the bylaws for the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish. Whereas the Board of Commissioners must adopt bylaws for the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish, HASCP, and whereas these bylaws define the authority, officers, meetings, and amendments for the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish, now therefore, the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish Board of Commissioners would approve Resolution number 01-12-29-20, adopting the bylaws as outlined in the attached document. I know that all of the commissioners have received a copy of the bylaws for the Housing Authority, so is there any discussion regarding this resolution?
Is that resolution in our packet somewhere?
It should be right in the very back of it.
I just missed it. This was,
Oh, the actual resolution? The resolution was sent out, but it was revised
okay,
to include the current commissioners' names. But
It's the same thing.
it's just saying that we're approving the actual bylaws. There's nothing in that resolution other than the approval of the bylaws themselves. And a copy of the bylaws was in your packet.
okay. If I'm reading this right, these both resolutions are saying the same thing?
No, we have two different organizations, and that's part of the conversion. So we have one for the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish, because we needed to adopt new bylaws for the actual Housing Authority. Because, you know, we've had questions about the authority in the past. And then the second one is the bylaws for the St. Charles Housing Development.
I'm clear on that now.
Okay.
Yeah, so the housing development is actually will be our voluntary conversion.
Right, that's part of the conversion.
Okay, that's all right.
And this is for the actual Housing Authority, and the two entities coincide together.
Gotcha, okay, I do understand.
They reference it one another.
Ask questions, so I get it, so don't feel.
And I'd also like to make a note that Commissioner Bailey has now arrived.
Mr. Chair, just to make sure I'm on the same page with you, you did read the resolution for the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish. Is that where we are right now?
Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish, yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's Resolution 1 for tonight.
Got you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So if there's any questions or comments regarding the actual bylaws themselves or the resolution adopting them?
You're correct. I'm gonna say you're correct. We did receive it, but that was part of our conversation that on that conference call also. So I'm just gonna say most of it to myself and everybody. Just make sure that we're kind of familiar with what's inside of those things too.
Right. I know for sure that I have read through them completely. In fact, they're kind of, in my opinion, I didn't see anything that would contradict anything that we've
We have
done
been doing.
or will be doing
Gotcha. Yes,
in
sir.
any way. Certainly, if any board members have any additional questions or concerns, we can address them.
Take a motion.
Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve Resolution 01-12-29-20, resolution adopting the bylaws for the Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish.
All right, a motion made by Commissioner Woods, second by Commissioner Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. All right, and the second resolution this evening is Resolution Number 02-12-29-20, resolution adopting the bylaws for the St. Charles Housing Development, Inc. Whereas the Board of Commissioners must adopt bylaws for St. Charles Housing Development Incorporated, and whereas these bylaws details the offices, the Board of Directors, the officers, indemnification, amendments, and dissolution. Now therefore, St. Charles Housing Authority of St. Charles Parish Board of Commissioners reviews Resolution 02-12-29-20 for adoption of the bylaws for St. Charles Housing Development. It's outlined in the attached document. Or is there any board discussion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we adopt Resolution 02-12-29-20, resolution adopting the bylaws for St. Charles Housing Development Incorporated.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Woods, a second by Commissioner Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that motion carries. Next agenda item this evening is the opportunity for executive session.
Mr. Chair, I pass a motion that we take the opportunity to enter an executive session.
Thank you. I was going to do that.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Bailey,
Second.
second by Commissioner Woods. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that motion carries. The time is now 6:29. We'll move into executive session. All right. And do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we close our executive session and return to regular business.
All right, we have a motion made, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, the time is now 6:58. We resume our regular meeting. This time we'll give opportunity for public comments. Seeing none, any board discussion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
All right, motion made, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that motion carries. The time is 6:58. The meeting is now adjourned.